it's really, in our sport, there's a lot of, you build your muscle up and you build your strength, but then you're supposed to release a little bit by little bit, so you have the perfect peak at the perfect time. And our sport is all about like trying to figure out what to do to get to your maximum peak at the time that someone says to be at your maximum peak. So right now we're in that preparation, and I'm just having to listen to my body a little bit more, because even like the program is telling me that I should be skating maybe a little bit more laps or doing things like that, but some days I feel like my energy isn't really where I want it to be. So in the past I've overdone it, and just because it was on the plan. So it's really important, for as much as we have a plan to follow, and it's good and it's number based, we're all humans at the end of the day, and some days we handle a load a little bit different than other days. So I've just been listening to my body and trying to let that lead the way. And when I do that and I listen to myself, and it makes me feel confident, and I don't really mind missing a set here and there if I know, like in my heart and in my soul, that this is going to be the best thing for my body.
What you do on the ice is complicated. It is intense. It happens fast. You guys are fast. You are elite. When, as people at home who don't understand a lot of what's going on, what is something we should be looking for?
That's a good question, actually.
Sometimes I have them.
Yeah, you're pretty good. Something you guys would be looking for is, I think people just assume that in our sport we're just skating in circles and there's not really much to it than skating in circles, but there's so much strategy, and where you place yourself at the start of the race versus just like the little moves that you do is all strategy based, and different people have different strategies. There's people that rest in the back and don't do as much during the whole race to hopefully save their energy and outpower everyone at the end. And then there's some people that just go all in from the start of the race. That's me. All in from the start of the race and just try and battle it out. So there's a lot more strategy, and I think it's, once you kind of understand that, it's really fun to watch. And the decision making is in split seconds, and sometimes in our sport, because it happens so fast and everything's going on at once, if you hesitate or wait like 1 second too long, your whole opportunity window is kind of over. And even when you want to do something at top speed, it's not as easy to do the moves as, you're watching and you're like, oh, you should go now, you should pass inside, but it all needs to be prepared, and you need to have the legs for it, and you need to have the right track for it. So there's a lot more to short track than I think just skating in circles.
There's so much to it. So when you're on the ice and you're not just skating in circles, there's all that strategy going on, all of the preparation you went into it. Does any of the competitors, do you guys say anything to each other ever, or is it just silence and you just hear the blades going?
Yeah, I think it's a sport that you have to be 100% locked into, and it's very stimulating. So I feel not everyone has a lot of time to think about something to say, and if you do say something, it's because you're not engaged in the race. So actually, I do find short track a pretty respectful sport as well. People aren't really saying anything to each other while we race. That would be like a whole other game. Maybe after the race there's some words exchanged, but normally we're pretty good for that because you're so locked in and you're so focused that there's not really time to say too much.
You know what I like seeing from you after the race? The iconic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Lift the arms up with the number 1. Perfect, Selly. Maybe I'll work on a special celebration for the games or something. Who knows? Maybe I have something in my back pocket.